Our traditional fisheries are proving excellent grounds for the recruiting of sailors for our fleet. This is filtered through into better leadership in our navy. Wonderful. I love it. I love it. And we're done. So, Chesapeake, go. And now, with the fleet there, we are generating 49. So the Chesapeake is firmly in our hands. That's what I like to see. Oh, jolly good. We're trading in tobacco, presumably from here. Or from there. No, that's fur, and that's fur. So I guess maybe Manhattan's trading in tobacco? I don't know. We'll find out. We have two factions of the military who are very close to breaking out in a civil war over what tactics our country should endorse. We need to back one of them to end the bickering. We will go with we must always attack. Because I like discipline for my military. Always have in Paradox games. Perhaps to a fault, I'm not really sure, but it is what I prefer. Alright, so I guess the last little bit, we just need to filter through that, and that should give us a good starting point for some colonial expeditions into the North Americas. Wonderful. Now we also have to keep in mind, oh Manhattan, bloody hell. Is it totally gone? Oh, those bastards! Alright, go back. Send. How many freaking... Oh, yeah. Well, it'll be best to leave the forces there then, and we'll save explore. There we go. Of course, I could divide my forces up and all that other stuff, but no, we'll leave it like that for now. And... next on the docket, we're going to need to upgrade the Royal Navy. So we've got 12 early Carracks. Before I do that, however... yeah, like, we've got no shipbuilding infrastructure whatsoever. So let's get on that. Once those are built, we can start turning out the Carracks, which are very expensive. I realize this... and after having dumped that much money into buildings, it might prove to be a little difficult. But it is, of course, what it is. What is my mission? Incorporate Scotland. Yeah, this is going to take freaking forever. Overseas territories are notoriously too hard to police, and good viceroys are essential. Sometimes, though, things don't work according to the plan, and corrupt and venal men end up in charge. We could take action, or we could just, we'll take action. We have no way to combat inflation at the moment, so taking action is the best bet. Okay, so that runs us out of... diplomats? So improving relations with them aren't going to get us anywhere. And improving relations with them aren't going to get us anywhere. Although I guess we could just go with Scotland and start making sure that they continue to like us while we continue to court Portugal, I suppose? No, we are allied. We are royal married. Denmark looks like it's going to go through a Protestant rebellion here. Oh no, Catholic zealots. Okay, so they're gonna switch back to Catholicism. Which I guess is good news for me. In the meantime, I don't know who to improve relations with. Castile, that seems like just burning a diplomat. France, there's nothing else that we can do with them. Is there? Can we? Obviously, they're not going to be interested in forming any sort of alliance. And they certainly don't want a royal marriage. So... geez, I don't know. I don't want to get involved in the continent anywhere. So we'll just go back to the Hansa and say, hey, how about an alliance? I am getting involved in the continent, aren't I? Forming alliances with the Hansa and other groups that I shouldn't be forming alliances with. That took no time at all, did it? We can't do a royal marriage because, hey, they're a republic. So that's pretty much about it. We're done with the Hansa. Let's improve relations then with Österreich. There we go. And we'll have colonists in Manhattan in no time at all. Which is good. Yay! That's wonderful. Now, one of the things that I wanted to check out, we could recall. So recalling your colonists before the province is properly integrated into your realm will not cancel the colony, although it might trigger a native uprising. Well, I'm not concerned about a native uprising because I've got troops there. What I might want to do is actually split my forces here. Well, that's only 500, so we could get away with just maybe moving the Essex regiment up into Mohegan there and sending Hudson over there to colonize that too, and both of those colonies will grow. So I think that is what I'm going to do. We'll select the Army of Scotland, using that in quotes. We'll recall him and send him... Oh, we're not close enough. Okay. So we've gained a colonial province Casabella against Castile. It certainly will be useful. So we can go there, but we can't go inland. Of course we can't, because this is still just a minuscule colony. So what we'll do, actually... Actually merge these and then create a new unit with those two. Those. Select those guys, send them up there, and send Mr. Hudson there. Okay. Yay! So, Uberholzer there is now a glorious whatchamacallits. And Marlborough is still sitting pretty, although Burgundy is making a play for him. So we'll put him up to that. And that should get us to... Well, that's exciting. Alright. And this should still be growing, correct? Yes, it is. Wonderful. So there's a handy-dandy little trick to just increase my colonial capacity a little bit. How's our funds doing? They're doing alright. We're almost done here. And in fact, what I think I'm going to do, instead of building the carracks for the Royal Navy, is I'll start trying to phase out some of the barks with caravels here. So, we can do a few of these. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. So once that's done, we'll just pull 6 ships off of the trade fleet, delete them, and move those 6 there. Sure. Why not? Yeah, getting involved in the continent. It's dangerous business it is. These guys, they just keep wanting to rise up. They don't understand. We're gonna kick their ass. There's no way around it. 50-50, wonderful. Again? Look at those little battle animations. Love it. Right, yes, of course we took losses. We've been slaughtering natives. That happens. While we're here, once we get some money, we can look at building up Frobisher. Again. Like, you guys aren't going to win. Just accept this and move on with your lives. Right? Just surrender. You guys have been beat. Alright. Maybe we should build up the defenses. Although I really don't think anybody's going to be coming for this plot of land. So what we could do is instead try and make this a bit more profitable. The first and best way to do that is with a market. So while my focus is certainly going to be on production buildings in England, in the colonies it's really going to be more about trade. Okay, let's get you guys set up. Oh, hold on, go back. Merge, and in fact what we'll do, once you get back there of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Select that unit and destroy it. And then we'll take White Squadron, move it in, and we will merge it with Blue Squadron, which we will now call the... I guess... Come on. I'd like to spell Bordeaux correctly. B-O-R-D-E-A-U-X. Bordeaux Trade Fleet. Perfect. And you can imagine your mission is to go to Bordeaux and protect the trade. Wonderful. Noble families were the bulwarks of power during these times. Assassinations of a powerful house leader was seen as a critical blow to those families' fortunes. With the rise of religious strife, assassinations of rival religious nobles became increasingly common. But let them solve it amongst themselves. It's no business of the crown. We take control of this situation and ensure that things don't happen again. Quite frankly, we can burn the legitimacy well before we can burn the administration points, so let's do that. It's no business of the crowd. Who cares? Who sort this deal out themselves? Jolly good. Alrighty. Oh, that's fun. How are the colonies looking? Slowly but surely, they're getting bigger. I like it. Strangely, so Castile went out of their way to go up north, as is clearly evident, and yet they avoided Manhattan, which would, you know, probably be the best spot to grab for the Chesapeake region. Delaware, Unami, I mean, those aren't really all that important. It doesn't look, anyway, in my eyes. So, yes. Anywho, hopefully nobody takes Cuba, because that's going to be my next venture, is Cuba, and actually, possibly Santo Domingo here. If I can grab both of those, the Caribbean channel, or the Caribbean trade route, will be much easier to control. And then that's going to mean more money. Ooh, build cost drop. That is nice. We got their courthouses and workshops. That is nice too. And it's 7. We should probably concentrate on that. A bit behind. New diseases brought from overseas have quickly spread among the tribes and almost annihilated the entire native population in some areas. Ignore it. Or attempt to assuage their pain. Well, we're not dicks. So, sorry about those blankets we gave you. Go to, what do we got? Ooh. And the Ivory Coast as well, out of range. So we can definitely see where Portugal is concentrating their efforts, and I can't blame them for that. But I wish Spain wasn't coming so far north. It just creates conflict right away, and conflict isn't fun. Well, who am I kidding? Conflict's a blast. How are our troop limits? Oh my, yes, we can definitely do to improve this. So I think, if I remember my colonial garrison makeup correctly, 2, 2, and 2. So that'll be 2 horses and 4 men. Recruit regiments. So go 1. Maybe not. we'll hold off on that for now. Try and recoup some of our losses. Oh my, that was quick. So Edward is looking like a much better monarch. I do like that. How old is he? 46, so he probably won't be around that long. But 544 is good. And then Willie Lancaster here is going to be a 333. So that's, you know, something. Yeah. So what else is going on? Taking a look at the world. Serbia's looking like it's doing a pretty good job down there. Spain is yet to form. Sweden's still kicking around. Muscovy hasn't formed Russia yet. In fact, Sweden looks like it's pressing into the Baltic region. Doing an awfully good job of it, too. Getting hold of the important trade routes. He might be a better ally than Denmark. We shall see. And anything crazy? Mamluks? Okay. And the Ottomans haven't really done much. They've taken care of Constantinople, as would be expected, but that's really about it. And that's all we can see of the world so far. So, yeah, it's a thing. Little England there. This is going to be the big New England region. This whole thing is going to be New England, I guess. And I mean, now I'm just getting picky, really, wanting to name regions of the map when I can already rename provinces. That's just cool that I can do that. Most games, that's just not a thing. So what's wrong here? They have a cause belli against us now. Munster. Yeah, still the same old crap. So, Brittany, how are you doing? You're Protestant, are you? I'll improve relations with you anyway, and I guess we'll do the same to Scotland, because we need to do that. Keep him on the good side, so I can freaking... Really? Still? Show me my country. Still 6, huh? Oh, because the Hansa. Right. Well, once you get back from Brittany, we'll cancel the Hansa trip, because... I mean, I guess we're still making 6, but... After that first game of Austria, I learned a very valuable lesson, and that is don't let that get out of control, because it'll get cray-cray. And you'll be sitting there thinking you're all hot potatoes, running around with 20 alliances, and then you'll realize, holy crap, I haven't upgraded my diplomacy tech in a freaking century. Alliance, we're just going to dissolve this. It was a bad idea from the start, poorly thought out. We're sorry. We like you, but come on. Let's be realistic here. Improve relations. And how are these coming along? It certainly looks like wherever Mr. Hudson is, that colony grows faster. So we'll recall him from there and send him back there. Perfect. And yeah, I really don't. I'd rather get the tech. So let's see. We've got a trade. We've got a thingy, a marketplace there. So I guess we could get a dock in Frobisher as well. It'll be good to have a dock in the region. Alright, I think we've got new forms of Christianity flooding in. So let's take a look. What have we got? If we go to convert, we can go with Protestant for the national tax modifier and idea costs, or we can go with Reformed for a trade efficiency boost and an increase in possible advisors. Still leaning towards Protestant if I'm going to get picky about it, but I don't know. It's a tricky one to try and decide on. Not to mention, I mean, you know, just staying as Catholic, it's not bad. Really. I don't know. Tolerance of the true faith versus the thing there and the lower revolt risk, like it's, you know, tough decision. We're sending more colonists. Oh, that's how it works. So he just gets a percentage chance per turn to increase the colonists. But it looks like without him it's better. So, well, once he gets here, we'll be able to tell that. But okay, Munster is happily in our camp. So where to now? I guess, well, we might as well start sucking up to Sweden here, because they're looking pretty powerful. And we might as well Bohemia too. Might as well make friends with as many people as we can on the continent. Sure, that won't be an issue. Not even fully funding my troops. So let's get some more caravels on the go here. Do about 4 more. That's good, and we'll snag that tech. Wonderful. Now what? National decisions. Pass Act of Uniformity. Take further steps toward a unified church by enforcing church attendance and set the order of services and prayers to be used in the Book of Common Prayer. Missionary strength? Sure, why not? Improve administration by authorizing suffragan bishops to be appointed for episcopal responsibilities. This will piss off the Pope, and I'm not that concerned about it. The stability, the national tax modifier, 4%, whatever. The stability cost modifier, that's going to be handy. So let's do that. We're still making money. That's not a concern. And really, it shouldn't be for the rest of the game, as long as I'm smart about how I do purchases and payments of troops, we should be in the clear. There are reports of farmers and miners being more productive than local bailiffs expect them to be. We should investigate if there is something that entire England can benefit from. We'll just use caution, because I'm nervous about inflation. And I always will be. I don't like inflation. So you see, yeah, he's got a 19% chance. And without him, it's a 23.5% chance, which is crazy. It's too bad. I'd like Manhattan to be done first, but, you know, whatever. We'll obviously be renaming Nargasent to something appropriately British. And again, if you see a colony and you're like, hey, you know what, this should be named something different, then let me know, and I will change it post-haste. Names here, obviously, I'm not going to change any names in England or Ireland, but the New World and other colonial lands, it's a blank slate, ladies and gentlemen, so if you want to see something on the screen, let me know. I'll put it there. Within reason. You know, I'm going to say that. You guys are great. No! You guys are a great audience. I don't feel like I got to say that, but hey, you know what? Let's cover my bases. You never know what's going to happen. Head back over there. You. So we want to make sure so the caravels are down there. Perfect. That makes life easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Select that unit and nuke it. Send you guys there. Back up to 22, and we can continue to trade in Bordeaux. I expected a bit more money out of all that. Still. I mean, we'll never beat France, but at least we're getting something. And then, most importantly of all, is the Chesapeake Bay region, which will only get stronger as time goes on and we continue to expand our colonial holdings, which is the plan. And that would be nice to get the tax base of this up, wouldn't it? Tax income, total tax modifier, yeah, we'll go with something like that. Yeah, we'll put a temple in first, and then we'll get a constable in there after. Oh good, furs! Those will be very useful. And should mean more money. And hopefully Manhattan will be trading something good as well. There it is! It's more furs. Furs are wonderful. Furs are great. They keep you warm in the winter and they make you money. What also makes you money is upgrading your military. So this looks like it's a full-on upgrade. We can get reformed. That's what we're going to get. We can get the Schwarzer Reiter, or the Black Riders. Our cavalrymen, each equipped with 2 pistols and a sword, often wearing a cuirass for protection. They were used by many German states in the 16th and 17th century. Using firearms as their primary weapons, they broke with the medieval knight tradition of cavalrymen always being equipped with lances. In battle, they would fire their pistols at the enemy line that attempt a charge and melee combat to rout enemy soldiers. Sounds like fun. And then we can go with the Pedero, which is a relatively light cannon, using stone balls as ammunition due to their lightweight in contrast to iron balls, or we can go with the Culverin, which is a fairly long-barreled cannon developed during the 16th and 17th century. They were renowned for their long-range firing capabilities, but at the same time not very accurate in hitting their targets. So they can shoot a long distance, but you're not going to hit what you're shooting at. Sounds like fun. We should also look at upgrading our militaries so that we can make use of these new fangled artillery pieces, but that will have to be done in another episode, as I feel this is a great place to end it today. So, thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, colonial names below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.